Hi, community of Camp Gilgal TV. May God bless you. May God protect you. May God cover you with all his blessing. He is a wonderful God, and he is the mighty God, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We bless his holy name, and we glorify him. The Bible says, early in the morning, the bird sing and praise his holy name. Why not me? Why not me? Why not me that the Lord has created in his own image? I must not sing and praise him. Welcome once more. Welcome once more. I am your host, Bishop J from the Camp Gilgal TV channel. May God bless you. May God protect you. May God cover you. May God provide for all your need. And if it is your first time you come across this channel, the Camp Gilgal TV channel, I kindly request you to subscribe. And once you subscribed, you like the video. And once you like the video, you share it to all your platform of your social media. You share it. Here at Camp Gilgal TV, we share the gospel without compromise. We share the gospel without confusing the people. We share the gospel without any shadow of the doubt. And if you have a question to ask, and you have a prayer request, please do not forget to drop it in the comment sections, and your question will be answered, and your prayer will come to us, and together we will pray, and we will ask the Lord to answer your prayer and to give you the solution. God is great, and God is the mighty one. If you are already part of our Camp Gilgal TV channel, and you are part of the community, thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting my videos, and thank you for liking my videos, and thank you once more for sharing it, and let the people know about the Camp Gilgal TV channel with Bishop J. God bless you, and God will protect you. Today we are going to share the consequences of Sodom and Gomorrah. I can give you one verse, but I'll take my sharing from chapter 13. From chapter 13, and the consequence of Sodom and Gomorrah. We all know, especially those who read the Bible. If you read the Bible, you are acquainted with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, the destructions of the town or city of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, sometimes there is a question I ask myself, but the Lord said, the sin of the Amorite, because the Sodom and Gomorrah were part of the land of Palestine, that where the Lord has promised to give to the descendant of Abraham. But why? This city was destroyed before the time of for generation of a descendant of Abraham to come. Only the Lord know that. I just drop it for you to to ask also that question most of the time, and arrive to have an answer. Anyway, but the conclusion is the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. But if you see the beginning of the story, first of all is Abraham. Even the narration of Sodom and Gomorrah destruction, it is part of Abraham narrations. It is part in Abraham narration. You cannot take Abraham out of the narration of Sodom and Gomorrah. I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Okay. God had told Abraham to leave his nation, to leave the family, and to go to the land that he will show him. Abraham accept and obey God, and he start going to the land that God is going to show him. Along the way, he took his wife, that is obvious, and he took Lot, that is his nephew. Lot also accompanied him. You can say the father was also on the journey, but I just start by Lot, because Lot is also the actor on the Sodom and Gomorrah issue. He took Lot and go. And Lot, by association to his uncle Abraham, God has blessed him. That's why it's good to be associated with blessed people. You will be blessed, like it or not, because they will rob you of the Lord that they know, and obviously you will also arrive to know their Lord, and the Lord will bless you. Abraham was a very good teacher of the word, and what the Lord is telling him, he teach it methodically, and that's what I believe, that Lord, by being next to the uncle, he arrived to understand Yahweh, the El Shaddai. Now, he went with his uncle. There is a time they were so rich that the land where they were dwelling was not able to accommodate both of them. And there was also a time where the worker of Lot started fighting Abraham. It means Abraham workers and Lot workers, they will start fighting. Abraham, wiser as he was, he's saying, we are brothers, and I don't want us to fight for this. If you choose left, I go right. If you choose right, I go left. Then Lot looked up and saw how good and amazing and beautiful Sodom and Gomorrah was. The land was good. It was a green grasses everywhere. And it was a place where animal will prosper even more beautiful and more good. You don't look for the food for the animal in that sections. And Lot have chosen that side. That was Sodom and Gomorrah was. It was something that looked very well on the eyesight, and sorry, something that looked good on the eyesight, but it was better. That was geographically and everything, no mistake about it. It was a very good place to live, especially for a farmer. A farmer living in that place where Sodom and Gomorrah was, it was a better place for him to live. But the people who lived in that place were wicked. They were wicked, they have no hospitality, and they have the sin of homosexuality, they have no hospitality, I already say about it, and they have no regard for foreigners. And they were ready to do anything, attack you, to destroy you. By the way, I want to emphasize something. The culture of the old was, remember, they were not in as it is today. We have hotels in the level of your pocket. The hotels are all over the city, especially to the big cities. You find the hotels and you find the inn and all of it. In that time, in a culture of that time, people will go to the square and stay. A foreigner who passing by the town, if it is at night time, they will go to the square and stand there. Now, hospitality oblige that the people from the city will welcome them to their home and stay with them. And that is the culture of the time. That's why when the angel in chapter 19 came to the town, they even told Lot, no, we're going to go stand by the square. Lot said, no, come to my place. Come to my place. And when people stand on the squares, straight away people know these are foreigners. They have no place to stay, and let us grab them to put them in our home. That was the culture of the time. But the city like Sodom and Gomorrah, they have no such hospitality. And for them, when a foreigner stand by the square, it will be opportunity for them to attack or to grab everything they have or to rape if they are women or men, because these people are homosexual anyway, to rape. That's how bad they were. Now, then Lot left, went to stay in Sodom and Gomorrah. And you'll see after certain times, the king of Babylon come and grab the people from Sodom and Gomorrah. When Abraham have to get involved to the war to go to save his nephew. And he saved all the city of Gomorrah and Sodom. He saved them by waging a war against the king of Babylon, and Yahweh in his side, he won the war. That is the first time he went and intervened for the nephew again. Now, when you read, you continue to read the chapter in Genesis. There's the time Abraham received three people, the three angels. Among the three, one of them was God, because he covers his head. It is what we call theophany. Theophany means God manifestation in a form of a human being. There were three of them, two ordinary angels, and one was God himself, Jesus Christ, the manifestation. He came and Abraham received them, and he showed them hospitality. He gave them food, he washed their feet, and he said before you, then they start continuing their journey. And when they were continuing their journey, when you read it, that chapter, if I'm not mistaken, 17, 18, somewhere there, when they're continuing their journey to Sodom and Gomorrah, then the Lord said, can I hide to my friend Abraham what I have about to do in Sodom and Gomorrah? Then the Lord has confidentially opened his heart to Abraham. What a privilege. Confidentially opened his heart to Abraham, and he told Abraham what he's about to do in a city called Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham knowing, if I can say that, that his nephew stay in that city. Then the two angels proceed before, and Abraham and the Lord stay behind and stood. And Abraham start doing what? Interceding. Doing what we call intercessions. The prayer of intercession. Abraham started interceding for Sodom and Gomorrah. He told the Lord, if I'm not bothering you, Lord, if there is 2 or 3 people, are you going to still destroy? If there is 50 people, are you going to destroy? And then he went to 40. And to bring the long story short, he stopped by 10 people. And he stopped there. And the Lord continued, and Abraham came back. Because they went to see by themselves what is going on in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. And let me tell you, God is omnipresent. God is omniscience. He knows everything and is everywhere at once. He knew what was going on in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. But God always wants to give a human being a grace period for a human being to redeem out of his wrongdoing. But in this case, the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, they even accuse themselves more. When Lot received, we are now in chapter 19, when Lot received the 2 angels in his house, the people came to him. The Bible says, it's clear, read it in chapter 19, it's clear. All the male on the city of Sodom and Gomorrah came to Lot house. Let's say if that city is of 200,000 people. In 200,000 people, there is, let's say, 95,000 male. All 95,000 male came to Lot and want to oblige Lot to take out his 2 hosts for them to sleep with them. That's what they told Lot. No, bring those 2 out And we want to know them. The word they use, the Bible uses, say, know them, yada, knows them. This is in an intimate ways, sexual behavior, not of knowing them, how are you? No, 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 no. Ask you what your name, where do you come from, and where are you going? Or today say, can we see your ID or your passport? No, no, not like that. It was to know them sexually. Why? Lot even pleaded with them that I have two daughters who do not know yet men. I can give them to you and do whatsoever you want to do with them. This is to show even how the moral depravity of Lot, how it becomes so bad. That's why having a wrong companions, you will end up behaving like them, because their bad influence will influence you. Lot cannot even stand his ground and defend his guest. No, 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 no. You want to do a business exchange of satisfying, let's say, 95,000 male with his two daughters who they don't know even yet a man in sexual behaviors. That's how bad Lot also has become. Those people refuse. They say, we do not want your daughters. We want only those two guys. Those two guys, send them out. And their debate becomes so rude and so violent that the two angels have to grab Lot, bring Lot from inside, and blinded everybody by outside by a supernatural power. They blinded them all outside. They did not know where is the door of Lot's house, but they were there. They don't know where to go. They are bumping each other. And the two angels told Lot, we are about to destroy the city right now. Do you have somebody in the city? Do you have a son-in-law or whoever in the city? Go tell them to come and get out of the city, because this city is about to be destroyed. Lot went and talked to his future son-in-laws, the two of them. They laughed at him. They did not believe him. It is so sad to see how Lot went down. He was not even able to persuade his two future son-in-law that follow me, because the city is about to be destroyed. They laughed at Lot, and they did not believe him. When Lot returned home, and he became himself hesitant to get out of the city. He became himself hesitant to get out of the city because he became comfortable to the sin. My brothers and my sister, let me tell you this. The more you tolerate sin, it will become your nature. The more you listen to the lies, it will become a true gospel to you. The more you have bad influences taking you left and right, you will end up behaving like them. There is a saying to say, the bird of the same feather flock together. That's how it is. Because the more you tolerate, the more you stay with people who gossip, people who does all these wrong things left and right, you will end up becoming like them, because it will be your nature. It will be your nature. You will be accustomed to it. You will like it. You will tolerate it. You will see nothing wrong with it. Therefore, you will end up behaving like them. Lot here, he started even hesitating to get out of the town. He went to a greener pasture. He went to a place of milk and honey, if I can use that. He went to a place that he said he would be prosperous, successful, more than his uncle. You know, some of let me give this example. Most of our African brothers and sisters who are trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea to get into Europe, and it is their El Dorado, but they end up dying between that place of this side, North Africa, the other side, the south of Europe, which that is not even a long distance. They end up dying, and their family back home still thinking, sorry, one day my son or my daughter will send me some hero for me to have a good life. But your son or your daughter already died a long time ago. You did not even bury his corpse. You did not even bury her or him. And then he was buried by the NGO that buried them on the side of the Mediterranean seas. That's where they are burying them, pauper burial. Because they thought they went to an El Dorado in a greener pasture, but they end up dying. Lot is now here thinking in his mind that I came here to prosper, to be more successful than my uncle. What is going on here? Now I'm hearing this guest of mine say they are going to destroy this city. If they destroy this city, that means all my belonging also will be destroyed. Lot is about to make a choice of his life or to save the good. Remember the Bible said to us, Jesus said, whoever tried to save his life will lose it. Whoever lost his life will gain it. Lot, who went to Sodom and Gomorrah, a place that he thought it was a very successful place to be and to prosper and to live on. But it became a place of death for him, a place that is about to be destroyed. The angel said, get out, we are about to destroy this city right now, and run for your life. When Lot started hesitating left and right, the angel grabbed him, grabbed his wife, grabbed his two daughters, pulled them out of the city. They took them out of the city, and the men of the city, they're still blind. They did not know what is going on. They pulled him supernatural out of the gate of the city, and then they said to him, rush and do not look back. If you look back, you will be destroyed. Lot went, this is the contrast. Lot went to Sodom and Gomorrah with animals, flocks, a lot, thousands of thousands of all kind of animals, which constituted his wealth. His wealth in that time was measured by how many animals, domestic and wild one, that you can master. He went to Sodom and Gomorrah with workers. He went to Sodom and Gomorrah with workers, with animals, with gold and silver, with tent. But he came out of it empty-handed. He came out of Sodom and Gomorrah empty-handed. What, my brother, my sister, you who want to save this body that can be destroyed just like that, and you do not want to save your soul that cannot be destroyed by bullet. Only sin can destroy it. Let me tell you, you came to this world empty-handed, and you will go out of this world also empty-handed. but all that we accumulate during our journey on this earth cannot save us and cannot go with us, cannot be compared to the glory of the things to come. But Lord, end up become empty-handed. When you came out of Sodom and Gomorrah, all his animals, all his belongings remaining in the city were destroyed. Were destroyed. Were destroyed. And the city of Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Once upon a time, there were greener pasture everywhere in Sodom and Gomorrah. But from that day, is no longer greener pasture. It was so bad that it was so bad, even the atmosphere, it was no good. Oxygen was sucked out. It was like a gas coming out, destroying. And all human beings, all living things was there in the city were all destroyed by the wind and fire coming from above, destroy all of it. It was all destroyed. Lot was saved. The wife, who obviously she was from the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, if I'm not mistaken, she wanted to look back and observe what is happening to his beloved Sodom and Gomorrah. She was also destroyed. 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 Lot and his two daughters were the only surviving. 3 out of, for example, a town of 1 million people, only 3 were saved. 3. 3 were saved. 3 were saved. And he asked, Lord, can you help me to live in Zorah? That's where he went to live. And he did not want to live with a citizen anymore. He went to the cave. The guy was living on a tent. He ended up living on the cave. On the cave. The guy was having workers. He ended up living only with his 2 daughters who will drink him after some time, and he will end up impregnating his 2 daughters. Do not end up like Lot. And the Bible says, there is no record of the Bible anymore of Lot coming face to face with his uncle Abraham. There's no record of that anymore. He left the covenantal place. I'll read this verse and to close our Sunday service on this. Genesis 19, verse 27 to verse 29 say, early the next morning, Abraham got up and returned to the place where he has stood before the Lord. Where he has stood before whom? The Lord. Looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, toward all the land of the plain, and he saw dense smoke rising from the land, like smoke from a furnace. So when God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham, and he brought Lot out of the catastrophe that overthrew the cities where Lot has lived. Lot was saved because of his association with Abraham. I can say by blood association. It make him to be saved. I don't know you, my brother and my sister. Maybe you can get saved by being associated with the Campo Gilgal TV with Bishop J, and by listening this message, you change your life and you gave it to the Lord, and the Lord will save you. God bless and have a wonderful Sunday fellowship. Bye.